Good evening from Michelson Park in New Hampton. It is Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball. Tonight, the conference-leading New Hampton Chickasaws take on the Decorah Vikings. The Chickasaws are 13-5 overall, 8-1 in conference play. Decorah is 11-7 overall and 5-4 in conference play. Back on the 2nd of June, New Hampton defeated Decorah twice in Decorah, 9-5 in the first game, 7-1 in the second game. The Vikings had some porous defense that ball game, so the Vikes will look to clean that up and knock off the conference leaders heading into tonight's ball game. This is the way the Vikings will line it up. Leading off the pitcher, Colin Nimrod, batting second in center field, Jake Upton. Hitting third at shortstop, Brett LaRue. Batting fourth in right field, Austin Bohr. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Caleb Qualley. Hitting sixth at first base, Gabe Varney. Hitting seventh in left field, Cole Minks. Hitting eighth at third base, Tyler Dostal, and batting ninth at second base is Andy Sinkink.
For Decorah in the top of the first. For Decorah at the top of the first. Pitcher, Colin.
Trevor Ambrose will be the pitcher for the Chickasaws tonight. He's 4-0 with the 2.42 ERA. Opponents hitting 147 against him. Ambrose's first pitch is a little bit low, says Dave Mee, your home plate umpire, working with Dan Klein on the base pass right now. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery, a curveball taken for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The Chickasaw defense, Nathan Anderson in left, Tucker Tengi in center, and Connor Cleveland in right. Alex Troyne at third, Carter Stokel at second, Cole McDonald at second, Stokel is at short. Noah Eichenberger at first, Ryan Gorman behind the plate, and Ambrose on the hill. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Nimrod. The 2-1 delivery is a fastball that catches the outside edge for a strike. It's now 2-2 on Nimrod, who was 3 for 8 with 2 doubles and 3 RBI against the Chickasaws in Decorah. The 2-2 delivery away for 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ambrose did not pitch against Decorah in the doubleheader on the 2nd of June. The 3-2 swing and a pop-up foul angling down the right side. Eichenberger in foul territory. The first baseman will make the catch for the first out here in the first inning. So 1 down, nobody on for Jake Hubden, rather. Hubden 3 for 8 against the Chickasaws. He's a .481 hitter with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 14 RBIs. Hubden, the righty, against the right-hander Ambrose. He swings at the first one and fouls it right side and out of play, so it's no balls and 1 strike. Vikings coming off a 1-0 victory on Friday night against Charles City. The 0-1 delivery, that one sails high for 1 ball, 1 strike. In fact, Decorah has had 2 consecutive shutouts, a 5-inning win at North Fayette Valley last Wednesday night and a 1-0 win against Charles City Friday night. 1-1 swung on fly ball, shallow right center field. Out is the second baseman, Cole McDonald. He lunges back and he makes the grab. He was under the ball, and the ball played a little bit of tricks on him. He had to lunge to his left and make the catch about belt level and away from his body. 2 down, nobody on. No score here in the first inning for Brett LaRue. LaRue did not play against the Chickasaws the first time as he looks the first one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. He was winning a state team tennis title that day for Decorah. The 1-0. Fastball missed outside for 2 balls, no strikes. LaRue is a .500 hitter with 3 doubles and 9 RBI. 2 balls, no strikes, the count with 2 down. The pitch swung on, hammered towards left center field. After it is Tucker Tengi near the fence. He will run it down and make a 2-handed grab for the 3rd out of the inning. And the catch was made about 15 feet in front of the 3:30 sign in straightaway left center. So, 1/2 inning done. The Vikings go 1-2-3, 1/2 inning done. Decorah 0 and New Hampton coming to bat. New Hampton will bat this way. Leading off at second base is Cole McDonald. Batting second, the catcher, Ryan Gorman. Hitting third in center field, Tucker Tengi. Batting fourth at third base, Alex Troynet. Hitting fifth, the pitcher, Trevor Ambrose. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, Noah Hopp. Hopp batting for the first baseman, Noah Eichenberger. Hitting seventh in right field, Connor Cleveland. Hitting eighth in left field, Nathan Anderson. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Carter Stokel. That lineup will face Colin Nimrod, coming off a 3-hit shutout against Charles City on Friday night. One of his 2 losses this year have been to New Hampton. He lost the 9-5 game in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He threw 7 innings, 9 hits, 9 runs, 3 earned, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So Colin was an A+ effective that night, but his defense didn't help him out at all. Cole McDonald was 5 for 8 against Decorah in the doubleheader. He had a double and 2 RBI. McDonald is a .574 hitter. 3 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 10 RBI. He has a .681 on-base percentage. The left-hand hitter against the right-hander, Nimrod. First pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Minx Hovden and Bohr across the outfield for Decorah. Dostal, LaRue, Sinkink, and Varney across the infield. The pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Caleb Qualley behind the plate. And Colin Nimrod on the hill. The 1-1 swung on a foul. Straight back and out of play, so it's 1-2. The Chickasaws do a lot of stealing. In 18 games, they have attempted 87 stolen bases. The 1-2 fastball missed outside is 2 balls, 2 strikes now on McDonald. McDonald, 18 of 21 in that stolen base category. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on it. A ground ball to the right side. Charging there is Sinkink. He'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire his fellow second baseman. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first. 1 down, nobody on for Ryan Gorman for New Hampton in a scoreless game. Gorman was 2 for 9 with 3 RBI against Decorah in the doubleheader. 407, 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 15 RBI. He'll take a curveball inside from Collin. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod kicks and deals, and the 1-0 dropped low. It's 2 balls and no strikes now. Chickasaw's lone loss in conference play was to Owine. They're the only team to defeat Waverly this season in conference play. The pitch in there for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Another left-hand hitter against the right-hander, Nimrod. And the next offering, a ground ball to short, picked up there by LaRue. He'll throw across the diamond to retire Gorman. 2 down here in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on for Tucker Tengi, one of the team captains for the Chickasaws. 4 for 8 and an RBI against Decorah the first time. 389, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs, and 25 RBI. He'll look at a curve for a strike, 0-1. Chickasaws have won 3 straight. They have won 6 of their last 8. Losses to Denver and Waterloo Columbus in that time. Fastball missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That Waterloo Columbus team, a team that New Hampton could potentially play in a sub-state game down the road. 1-1 delivery, smack towards center on a base hit. So Tucker Tengi becomes the first base runner of the night for either side. Tengi at first with 2 down for Alex Troyna. Scoreless game here in the first inning. Troyna at 340, 3 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 11 RBI. He was 2 for 6 with 2 RBI against Decorah in the doubleheader. Nimrod out of the stretch for the first time. A bluff of a go from Tengi and a curve for a strike to Troyna. No balls, 1 strike to count. And a move to first base. Back to the bag diving is Tengi, who is 12 for 12 in the stolen base column. The pause and the pitch. Curveball taken low. Throw down to second base as Tengi goes, and Tengi in with the head first slide. He steals his 13th bag, and now Troina will bat with a runner in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Troina. 2 down and a runner at second. Troina, a right-hand batter against the right-hander Nimrod. The pause by Nimrod in the 1-1 is a fastball up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Vikings went down 1-2-3. Chickasaws get a 2-out single from Tengi. He's at second now with 2 down. The 2-1 delivery over for a strike on the breaker, and it's 2-2 now on the Chickasaw cleanup hitter. Beautiful night for baseball. A little windy out there. Wind might play some tricks with some fly balls and pop-ups tonight. Nimrod with the collarbone set, and Troina asked for time, and it's granted by the home plate umpire Dave Meat. 2-2 the count with 2 down. No score in the bottom of the first. Collarbone set from Nimrod, and the 2-2 delivery outside corner, strike 3 called. Collin gets his first strikeout, and that's that for the first inning. 1 hit, 1 left, 1 done, no score. Middle third of the order due for Decorah here in the top of the second inning. Austin Bohr, Caleb Qualley, and Gabe Varney will face Trevor Ambrose, who got 2 pop-outs and a fly-out in the 3 batters he faced in the first inning. Austin Bohr looks at the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bohr was 1 for 4 with 2 runs batted in against the Chickasaws the first time. Overall in the season, .270 with 2 doubles and 6 RBIs. Healthy cut, no contact on a breaker. A foul tip into the glove of Ryan Gorman, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Bohr had the best swings against Levi Blaine the other night, and a curveball high and tight hits Bohr, so Bohr becomes the first base runner for Decorah. It hit him near the left shoulder, and it was a breaking ball, so it stings more than anything. A runner at first, nobody out for Caleb Qualley. No score here in the first inning. Qualley with a .283 average and 11 RBI. The pause by Ambrose. He'll throw over to first base, and Bohr back to the bag diving. Troina playing awfully shallow at third base. He's 3 steps in on the grass. Bohr with a short lead at first base, held on there by Eichenberger. And the pitch to Qualley. He takes a pitch outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Qualley was looking to bunt on the play, but pulled the bat back, and it's an 0-1 count. The pause and the 0-1 delivery, bunted right in front of the plate. The catcher, Gorman, will throw to first base with Eichenberger covering. Sacrifice complete, 2-3. So Qualley gets the job done, moving Bohr into scoring position. A runner at second, 1 down for Gabe Varney. Varney, a .300 hitter with 2 doubles and 8 RBI on the season. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI against New Hampton the first go-around. Varney from the left-hand side of the plate against the right-hander Ambrose, and the pitch inside. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Bohr away from second with the lefty up there. Cole McDonald will play cat and mouse with him as the pitch inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Varney. Couple of steps off the bag at second is Bohr. The pause by Ambrose. 2 looks at second out of the stretch, and the pitch is on the inside edge, taken for a strike. It is 2-1. Ambrose to the rubber, getting the sign from Gorman. He'll come to the chest-high pause, then the 2-1 delivery sails outside for 3 balls and 1 strike with Cole Minks on deck. Varney getting the first base nod. Jacob Marlowe out for a disciplinary reason. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. 3-1 inside, ball 4. So Varney draws the base on balls. First and second with 1 down for Cole Minks. Minks played but did not bat against New Hampton the first time. He's 5 for 9 with the stick this year. He has a double and 4 RBI. No score, top half of the second inning. And now Eichenberger will cover a potential bunt on the first base side. He comes in on the grass. Even with the bag at third is Troina. Minks the right-hand hitter, and the first pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. No sign of bunting on the first pitch from Minks. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 delivery, a check swing and a foul ball. First base side, not onto the street. Adjacent to Michelson Park here. Street splitting the ballpark and the swimming pool over here in New Hampton. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bohr away from second, Varney away from first. A pause by Ambrose, 2 looks at second. The 1-1 swung on and missed at a high fastball. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Minks. No score here in the second inning. The Vikes have their first 2 base runners of the game. Bohr away from second, Varney away from first. The 1-2 delivery swung on and missed. Just some hard high heat from Ambrose. Ambrose gets his first strikeout, and there's 2 down here in the inning. And the batter is Tyler Dostal. Dostal wore the collar 0 for 5 against New Hampton the first go around. 152 average on the season. He has 4 RBI. The pause by Ambrose. He'll step off. Decorah trying to take advantage of a scoring opportunity. We've seen this at times a bit over the last week, but the consistency and timely hitting hasn't been there this year for Decorah. First pitch well high to Dostal. 1 ball, no strikes. Ambrose hit Bohr. Qualley sacrificed him to second. Now Varney walked and Minks struck out. 1-0 from Ambrose, swung on in a foul ball. He swings late on a high fastball. Fouling it to the right side and out of play. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Bohr away from second with Eichenberger playing behind the runner at first. Varney getting a good lead over there. The 1-1 delivery, a fastball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Ambrose facing Decorah for the first time this year. He did not throw in either game of the doubleheader on the 2nd of June. 2-1 delivery, low for 3 balls and 1 strike. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDC Decorah and KDCRadio.com. Darren Swenson from Michelson Park here in New Hampton. Decorah and New Hampton scoreless in Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball. 3-1 outside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Ambrose. That'll push Bohr to third, Varney to second, and Andy Sinkink with a heck of an opportunity here. Sinkink at 226 with a double and 6 RBI. He was 0 for 3 against New Hampton in the first meeting. Out of the windup, Ambrose, the pitch, curve, and it's a beaut. Taken on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1.
0-1 to count here on Andy Sinkink. Top the second, no score, but bases loaded for Decorah. Here's the 1-1.
0-1 delivery, swung on a drive into right center field, backing up on his Tucker Tingy. He will make a 2-handed grab to catch the well-hit ball by Andy Sinkink. And that's that for the second inning. 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch, and 3 left on base for Decorah. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It is Decorah and New Hampton scoreless. No score as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Vikes get 3 runners on in the top half of the inning via 2 walks and a hit by pitch. But Andy Sinkink hit the ball well, but Tucker Tingy had him played well out in center field to make an inning-ending catch. And Trevor Ambrose will start things here in the bottom of the second for New Hampton.
For New Hampton, the bottom of the second.
Ambrose is a .254 hitter.
Trevor Ambrose.
6 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, and 11 RBI. He was 2 for 8 against the Vikings the first go-around. First pitch from Nimrod, a curve and a swing and a miss, 0-1. Collin gave up 1 hit with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, but nothing else. The 0-1 delivery is a curveball in the dirt, and it skips by Qualley. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. No score here in the second inning. Just a gorgeous night. Talking to some folks over here in New Hampton. Of course, the area had a lot of rain in spots today. As the pitch goes out to Ambrose, 2 balls and 1 strike. They said they had about 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 inches here in New Hampton this morning. 2-1 pitch, ground ball towards third, fielded at the bag and booted by Dostal. Reaching first base will be Ambrose. E5, 1 on, nobody out. Routine plays that got to get made and haven't been made with enough consistency for the Vikings this year. Ambrose will run for himself, and Noah Hopp will be the batter. 172, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 18 RBI, and a move to first base. Leaning a bit was Ambrose, but Varney couldn't hang on to the ball. Ambrose 6 for 7 in the steal department this year. Hopp, a left-hand hitter against the right-hander Nimrod. Dostal even with the bag at third, and another move to first from Nimrod to Varney, and back to the bag diving is Ambrose. Ambrose, a pretty quick kid. He qualified in multiple events to the state track meet. Another move to first base, and back to the bag diving again is Ambrose. When you got a pitcher that can run like that, you might as well let him run for himself. Much like Collin, Nimrod, and Decorah move to first base. It skips out of the glove of Varney, and Ambrose is going to be in at second with a head-first slide and no play. So Viking defensive miscues have put a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The Dostal error allows Ambrose to reach, and the drop by Varney allows him to move to second as Hopp bunts foul, third base side, and out of play. No balls and 1 strike to count. Ambrose away from second. Nimrod gets the sign from Qualley. Hopp already squaring to bunt. Nimrod brings it plateward, and it's a bunt to the third base side, fielded by Nimrod off the mound. He'll throw to first base with sinking covering, and the sacrifice complete, 1-4. So now runner at third with 1 down for Connor Cleveland.
Right fielder, Connor Cleveland.
Left-hand hitter hitting 167, no extra base hits, and 8 RBI. And now a pinch runner, or a courtesy runner coming into the game, Zach Wemark for Trevor Ambrose. The reason you do that at third base, Ambrose is a good runner. You might as well have the speed to advance the runner, and now any sort of hit, even a kid with average speed, would get home. So that gives him a little bit of a breather. And the first pitch to Cleveland, ground ball the right side, knocked down there by Varney. He finally controls it. He'll tag the bag to retire Cleveland. Wemark scores, and that makes it a 1-0 lead for New Hampton.
Left fielder,
That is the first time in 13 2/3 innings that Viking pitching has given up a run. They had 2 consecutive shutouts to end the week last week. The 11-0 5-inning win over North Fayette Valley, and the 1-0 win over Charles City on Friday night. Nathan Anderson will be the batter. Anderson with a curveball that he swings at, and it's a foul ball off the fencing in front of the Decorah dugout on the third base side. One 0 New Hampton. Anderson, 214 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. He'll swing and foul that one out of play. That one might have gotten a vehicle. Anderson had a home run on Friday night in the victory against Turkey Valley. 0-2 delivery, curveball taken for strike 3, and that's that here in the second inning. 1 run, 0 hits, 2 errors, and nobody left. We head to the third. It is New Hampton 1 and Decorah nothing. Vikings couldn't get the timely hit in the top half of the second inning, and 2 defensive errors allows New Hampton to plate a run. In the bottom half of the second inning, Chickasaws lead at 1-0 after 2. So Colin Nimrod has given up 10 runs against New Hampton in 9 innings this year, and only 4 of them have been earned. Colin, all told, has given up 24 runs this year, and only 9 have been earned. Colin Nimrod, Jake Hovden, and Brett LaRue in the top of the third inning. Nimrod from the right-hand side of the plate takes the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod fouled out to first in the first, 0 for 1. The pitch swung on a ground ball towards second, fielded on 3 hops by Cole McDonald. He'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod. 1 down here in the third inning.
Center fielder, Jake Hovden.
1-0 New Hampton. Jake Hovden, the batter. He popped out to Cole McDonald at second in the first inning. 2 Decorah errors have led to the New Hampton run as Hovden squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes it outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Throwing up in front of the bag at third a step. Ambrose ready in the 1-0 delivery. Rolled to the right side. Moving to his left is Cole McDonald. He'll pick it up and throw on to first base to retire Jake Hovden. Quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the third inning. 2 down, nobody on for Brett LaRue.
Brett LaRue.
Flew out to center on a well-hit ball that was run down by Tucker Tengi in the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch is taken outside for 1 ball, no strikes. Ambrose looking for his second 1-2-3 inning in 3 as the pitch low, 2 balls, no strikes. Ambrose about ready to throw his 40th pitch of the game. Here it is, the 2-0. Swung on, popped up, foul right side. Eichenberger angling over, but that will land in some stands just outside and to the right of the New Hampton first base dugout. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Lights have been turned on, yet to be taking full effect here at Michelson Park, as we're in the longest week of the year when it comes to sunlight. Curveball low, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Ambrose did walk 2 and hit a man in that second inning. So the 3-1 delivery is blown outside for ball 4. So that is the 3rd walk issued by Ambrose. He had 15 and 26 innings coming in. LaRue at first, 2 down for Austin Bohr, who was hit by a pitch in the second. So no official at bat for him. Ambrose back to the stretch. LaRue a good lead at first base, and the pitch to Bohr is a roller toward short. Charging is Carter Stokel. He'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Austin Bohr on the side here in the third inning. 1 walk, 1 left, 2.5 complete. It's 1-0 New Hampton. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-0 lead for New Hampton. Looking at the rest of the week broadcast-wise, tomorrow night we'll have a rain-out makeup as Decorah's softball team will take on Charles City. Approximate start of 7:20 for that one. On AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com. Wednesday night, we'll be back to Decorah Viking baseball as they travel to Crestwood for that one. 7:20 the approximate start time for the Wednesday night game. Thursday night, we'll have Decorah softball at Waverly Shellrock, a doubleheader beginning at 6 o'clock. And then Friday night,
Carter Stoker will lead it
It'll
off.
be Decorah and Owine from Olensack Field in Decorah. A 7:30 start time for that one. Carter Stokel, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, bats from the right-hand side and looks at the first one outside from Colin Nimrod. 1 ball, no strikes. Stokel 7 for 15, calculating out to 467. He does have 3 RBI on the season as well. The 1-0 delivery, a curve for a strike, and it is 1 ball, 1 strike. He played but didn't bat in the doubleheader up in Decorah. 1-1. Swung on, smacked into center field after it is hubbed in, but he'll have to play it on 2 hops as Stokel gets a leadoff single here in the 3rd. Second hit off of Nimrod the first time through the orders. Second consecutive inning, the Chickasaws have gotten their leadoff runner on. Runner at first, nobody out, 1-0 New Hampton. Bottom of the 3rd, Cole McDonald grounded to second in the first, 0 for 1. Pitch a strike from Colin Nimrod, no balls and 1 strike. Chickasaws being a 2A team, got their district grouping last week and a move to first base. Back to the bag diving is Stokel. North Fayette Valley, Southwind, Osage, St. Ansgar, and Sumner Fredericksburg will be in their grouping. The 0-1 delivery, curve misses low. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike on Colin Nimrod. Those pairings should be coming out in the not-too-distant future, of course. I think this Saturday is the deadline for games. And that one, looper towards second, caught there by Andy Sinkink. Back to the bag, diving is Stokel, 1 down here in the 3rd. It was a looping liner towards shallow right field. Sinkink leaped, timed it perfectly, came down with the ball in his glove, and took away a base hit from Cole McDonald. 1 down here in the 3rd inning. And the batter is Ryan Gorman, who misses low. The first pitch misses low from Nimrod. 1 ball, no strikes. Gorman grounded to short his first time up. 1-0 New Hampton here in the 3rd. A lead at first base by Stokel, and a ground ball or a smacker out in the left center field and a base hit. It was a curveball away, and Gorman went the other way with it and smacked it into left center for a base hit. First and second with 1 down, and Tanner Knowlton will courtesy run for Gorman at first.
Center fielder Tucker Tangy.
First and second, 1 down for Tucker Tangy, who singled to center his first time up 1 for 1. This is the 1st inning. The Chickasaws have gotten multiple runners on in a frame. Dave Mee writes down the change in his lineup card. Reports it to the Decorah bench. Now gets his mask back on and we'll be ready to go. 1-0 New Hampton. First and second, 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. The right-hand hitter, Tangy, against the right-hander, Nimrod. Pitch swung on, fly ball, right center of field, retreating is Bohr and Hovden. It lands in between them in right center field. Rounding 3rd, coming to the plate is Carter Stokel. The cutoff man is missed. Moving to 3rd is Knowlton. Tangy stays at first. It's a 2-0 lead for New Hampton. That ball was hit towards right center field, and I don't know if Austin Bohr had a good beat on that one or not. He didn't go after it very aggressively, and it landed equidistant between him and Hovden in right center field. Hovden got to that ball, but the cutoff man was missed. That allowed Knowlton to move from 2nd to 3rd. Tangy stayed at first base on the plate. You hit the cutoff man in that situation, you keep it 1st and 2nd with 1 down. Coach Olensack out to have a conversation with the infield and battery. He heads back to the 3rd base dugout, and Alex Troina will be the batter for New Hampton. 1st and second, 1 in, 1 down here in the 3rd. 2-0 New Hampton, the leader. And Troina struck out looking in the 1st, 0 for 1. And Nimrod tries to or tries to fake the third, fake the first move to see if anything was up. Nothing shown by the Chickasaws there. Nimrod with the pause. Pitch taking a strike. Qualley will eat the ball as Tengi takes off to second. He'll take second uncontested. It's 0-1 on Troina, but now he bats with 2 runners in scoring position.
Great jump on the pitch. He's on second.
2-0 New Hampton here in the third. Nimrod out of the stretch. The 0-1 is a curveball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nimrod did give up 9 hits against New Hampton. And one of his 2 losses on the season to New Hampton on the 2nd of June. 1-1 delivery. Chopper towards third over the head of Dostal and into left field for a base hit. Knowlton will score. Tangy will stop at third. It's 3-0 New Hampton. Troina with his 12th RBI of the season. And 4 singles in the inning have given the Chickasaws a 2 spot here in the third. And pitcher Trevor Ambrose will try to help his own cause. Ambrose reached on an error and scored in the 2nd inning. A 3-0 lead for New Hampton. Troina away from first. Tengi down the line from third. Callan bluffs to third, bluffs to first. Nothing shown again by the Chickasaws. Troina 2 for 2 in the steal department. The pitch. Curveball taken for a strike. Runner goes and Qualley just eats the ball. No balls and 1 strike on Trevor Ambrose. And now runners at scoring at second and third for New Hampton.
254 hitter with 11 RBIs, 6 doubles, and 2 home runs.
0-1. The pitch swung on and missed. It is 0-2 now on Ambrose as Callan got the fastball by him. Infield up at all 4 spots for Decorah. They don't want to go down any further than they are right now. It's 3-0. 0-2 breaking ball inside to Ambrose. 1-2 the count. 3-0 lead for New Hampton. The pause by Nimrod and the pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Softball and the baseball game are off tomorrow night. Softball doubleheader Wednesday night with Whaley Shaw. I'll cover the first game there and then swing over here and cover the baseball varsity game with Owen.
The pause in the 2-2. Ground ball left side. Diving stop made by LaRue. He's now going to get the man between second and third and a rundown. LaRue will apply the tag to Troina, but Tengi scores on the play to make it a 4-0 ball game.
4-0.
LaRue possibly saved a run there with a diving stop. That's been 2 pretty good defensive plays for Decorah in this inning. The other was on a looping liner by Cole McDonald in which Andy Sinkink
Tangy first, he running at first.
And then they got thrown in a pickle. Caught off second. And 2 down.
need a leaping grab. Keegan Tengi will run at first base for Trevor Ambrose. 3 in, 2 down. Noah Hop to the plate. A 4-0 lead for New Hampton. Noah Hop sacrificed a runner-up in the first inning. The pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. No go from Tengi at first. Nimrod back to the stretch against the left-hand hitting Hop. The 1-0 delivery, ground ball towards first, skips by Varney and into right field for a base hit. Rounding second, moving to third is Keegan Tengi. The throw there not in time. It gets by Dostal, but Nimrod was alertly backing up. So first and third with 3 in and 2 down in the third inning.
Right fielder Connor Cleveland.
A nightmare inning for Decorah. Connor Cleveland will be the 8th batter of the frame. He had an RBI ground out in the first inning.
And that gave the Chickasaws at the time a 1-0.
That scored Zach Wemark, a courtesy runner for Trevor Ambrose.
2 runs across and 4 hits.
Runners at the corners, 2 down. Cleveland, a left-hand hitter. The pause by Nimrod and the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Picked up there by Sinkink. He'll throw on to first base to retire Cleveland, and that's that for the third inning. The Chickasaws score 3 on 5 hits. No errors and 1 left. We head to the fourth. It's 4-0 lead for New Hampton. We go to the top of the fourth inning. New Hampton with a run in the second and a 3-spot in the third inning. They lead it 4-0. They're out hitting Decorah 6-0. Decorah with 2 errors in this game. Trevor Ambrose has walked 3. He has hit 1. He has struck out 1, giving up no runs or hits through 3. Caleb Qualley sacrificed a runner-up in the second inning. First pitch uncorked well outside to Qualley. 1 ball, no strikes. Gabe Varney and Cole Minks will follow here in the fourth. 1-0 delivery, swung out, smacked into left and a base hit. So that's the first safety against Ambrose, as Qualley will run at first base and Cam Korsnes will get his courtesy. Korsnes at first, nobody out, and Gabe Varney will be the batter. Varney walked in the second inning. That was the inning in which Decorah got runners at first and second. And Cole Minks struck out for the second out of the inning. Tyler Dostal then walked. And on a well-hit ball to center field off the bat of Andy Sinkink, Tucker Tengi ran it down. And that was that for the best scoring chance of the night thus far for the Vikings. Runner at first, nobody out. And Gabe Varney, the batter. Left-hand hitter against the right-hander, Ambrose. The pause by Ambrose and the pitch to Gabe outside off the glove of Gorman. And heading up to second will be Korsnes on the pass ball. Gorman had that one in his glove, but perhaps squeezed it a second too soon. 1 ball, no strikes. The count on Varney, who now bats with a runner in scoring position. Decorah 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position tonight. Next pitch high, 2 balls, no strikes. Ambrose has struggled a bit control-wise, but has stayed out of trouble for the most part. And his offense has supported him to a 4-0 advantage here in the fourth. Ground ball slowly hit third base side. Picked up there by Troina. He'll throw low to first base to record the out. And heading up to third on the throw over is Cam Korsnes. The return throw from Eichenberger was a little high and outside, and Troina made a nice play to prevent that one from going up the line. But also a good piece of base running by Cam Korsnes, taken off once that throw left the hand of Troina at third. A runner at third, 1 down for Cole Minks. Minks looks at the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. He struck out swinging in the second, 0 for 1. 4-0 New Hampton, top half of the fourth inning.
5 of the question with no score,
the pause, the 1-0, is up for 2 balls and no strikes now.
2-0 the count.
Regular depth on the infield for New Hampton. Up 4-0. They'll definitely trade a run for an out. The pitch swung on and missed on a breaking ball from Ambrose. It's 2-1. And pause or time asked for by the home plate umpire, Dave Mee. He says something to Trevor Ambrose. I'm not sure about what, but we proceed. Ambrose out of the stretch. The 2-1 delivery, swinging a foul straight back. It's 2-2 on Cole Minks now with Tyler Dostal in the on-deck circle. A 4-0 lead for New Hampton. We play the top half of the fourth inning. 2-2. The pause, the 2-2. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Minks down on strikes. Good tailing fastball from Ambrose.
Third baseman.
Ambrose, a kid that came in with 30 strikeouts in 26 innings. That's only his second strikeout of the night, both belonging to Cole Minks. Runner at third, 2 down for Tyler Dostal. Dostal looks at the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. He drew a 5-pitch walk back in the second. The pause, the 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Wind's starting to pick up once again. Weather-wise, it looks like a good day tomorrow, and then the rest of the week could get a little interesting. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch outside for 3 balls, no strikes. But baseball's getting played tonight, and the 3-0 delivery is up for ball 4. And Andy Sinkink will be the batter with runners at first and third with 2 down.
Second baseman, Andrew.
4-0 the score, New Hampton on top. Sinkink flew out to center on a well-hit ball run down by Tucker Tengi in the top of the second inning, ending Decorah's best scoring threat of the night. And now Corey McDonald will head out of the dugout, and he will talk to his infield and battery, perhaps discussing strategy in case Decorah tries anything in a first and third situation. Also, perhaps discussing in a pep talk for Trevor Ambrose, as Ambrose has walked 4 in 3 2/3. He walked 15 in 26 innings coming in, so that would tell you control-wise he's a decent pitcher. Probably you don't want that many, but it's an acceptable total. But he's struggling with that tonight. He's also hit a man. First and third with 2 down. Runners stay put. First pitch high to Sinkink. 1 ball, no strikes. Now, if Andy can get on and get the top of the order up, the Vikes might cause a bit more headaches for New Hampton. The 1-0. There's a fastball outside edge for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Dostal a couple of steps off of first. Korsness down the line from third. The 1-1 delivery swung on, hit well, but a one-hopper right to Stokel at short. He'll throw an overhand toss to McDonald at second to retire the side. Vikes now 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight. 1 hit, 2 left, halfway home in this Northeast Iowa Conference baseball game. It is Decorah trailing New Hampton 4-0. New Hampton 4, Decorah nothing as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Chickasaw sent 8 to the plate in the 3rd inning and scored 3 of them.
For New Hampton, the bottom of
and they basically earned their way on
Nathan Anderson.
as it was errors that gave New Hampton their initial run of the night. A 4-0 lead for New Hampton here in the 4th. Nathan Anderson swings the first one, flies one towards right. Retreating is Austin Bohr. He lunges back, and he can't get there. And Anderson stumbles as he hits first base. And he will have a single. Austin Bohr seemingly had trouble seeing that one off the bat as well, as he couldn't get there. The wind is perhaps playing some tricks with people tonight, but again, probably a play that should have been caught and perhaps should have been a double if it wasn't for Anderson with a trip at first base. He's showing no worse for the wear as a move to first base sends Anderson back to the bag diving. He got up with a red face, more out of embarrassment than anything at first base. And the first pitch to Stokel is taken outside. Anderson takes off, throw down to second, not in time. Anderson steals his 11th base of the season.
Good athlete, track speed, and a stolen base for Nathan Anderson. So he's in scoring position here with no way down. 4-0 in the bottom.
Runner at second, nobody out.
Wind is picked up from from the north a little bit.
Nimrod comes set. Stokel squares to bunt. Bunts right back to Nimrod. His only play will be to first base. Gabe Varney on the receiving end of Nimrod's toss. Sacrifice complete, 1-3. So that's the second straight inning,
Cole McDonald.
or rather the second time tonight that Anderson, or that the Chickasaws have gotten a leadoff runner on. Got him to second base before the conclusion of the next at-bat. And then the sacrifice got him to third. Infield up for Decorah. Cole McDonald swings and fouls the first pitch to the first base side. No balls and 1 strike. McDonald 0 for 2. Grounded to second in the second. Lined out to second in the third. 4-0 New Hampton on what has become a windy night here in Decorah. Pitch swung on, fly ball, center field. Angling over into left center is Jake Upton. He will make the catch to retire the batter, Cole McDonald, and Anderson scores easily from third. It's a 5-0 lead for New Hampton. Cole McDonald with his 11th RBI of the season. So now the base is empty. 1 in, 2 down for Ryan Gorman, who grounded to short in the first and singled and scored in the third. 5-0 New Hampton as we play the 4th inning. The pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery. Pitch, ground ball off the end of the bat. Might have been deflected by Nimrod, but it's picked up by LaRue. He'll throw on to first base to retire Gorman. Side out here in the second inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We head to the 5th inning. It is Decorah trailing New Hampton 4-0. The Chickasaw offense has 7 hits and 5 runs. Trevor Ambrose has held Decorah to 0 runs on 1 hit through 4 innings. Top of the order due for Decorah here in the 5th inning. Colin Nimrod, Jake Hovden, and Brett LaRue. This part of the order, which has been Decorah's 3 most productive offensive players this year, they are a combined 0 for 5 with a walk against Ambrose.
Colin Nimrod.
Colin is 0 for 2. Fouled to first in the first and grounded to second in the third. Swings the first one, grounds one towards short. Funny hop played well by Stokel. He'll throw to first base to retire Nimrod. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th inning. 1 down, nobody on for Jake Hovden. He's popped to Cole McDonald in the first and grounded to Cole McDonald at second in the third. Hovden, the right-hand hitter against Ambrose. Ambrose throws his 60th pitch of the game, and it got Hovden right in the back. Second hit batsman for Ambrose. Control has been the negativity for Ambrose tonight. 4 walks and 2 hit batters. Brett LaRue has flied to center in the first, walked in the third. Runner at first, 1 down, 5-0 New Hampton here in the 5th. As Ambrose steps off and throws over to first base to send Hovden back standing to the bag. Hovden a 3-stride lead at first base. The pause and the pitch to LaRue, swinging a foul right side out of play. No balls, 1 strike to count on LaRue. New Hampton looking for the season sweep against the Vikings in the last meeting between these 2 teams this year. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. New Hampton now a 2A team in baseball. Beginning next year, O-line and walk-on, from what I understand, will be 2A in track, baseball, and basketball as well. The 1-1 delivery. Pitch missed outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So, gone are the days that you're assured of playing a Northeast Iowa Conference school in the postseason. The 2-1 delivery dropped in for a strike at the knees on the curve. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ambrose trying to keep his record perfect on the season. He is 4-0. Hovden, a lead at first base. Ambrose comes set. Jake stays put. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Third strikeout for Ambrose. 2 down here in the 5th inning. A runner at first, and Austin Bohr will be the batter.
Austin Bohr.
Bohr hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, grounded to short in the 3rd, 0 for 1 officially. 5-0 New Hampton here in the 5th. And the pitch swung on, hit well down the left field line, but well foul. Good swing, but Austin's got to put that one between the chalks now. He's had a couple of good swings the other night against Levi Blaine, a tough customer from Charles City. That Friday night game, just from a good baseball standpoint, the best one we've seen this year. The 0-1 delivery, a beaut of a curve that is taken on the inside edge for a strike. The pause and the 0-2. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The pause and the 1-2. Swung on and missed as Bohr chased a bad one. 4th strikeout for Ambrose. 1 hit by a pitch and 1 left. Bottom of the 5th we go. 5-0 New Hampton. Andy Sinkink now on the hill for Decorah. The change is Colin Nimrod moves from pitcher to short. Brett LaRue moves from short to 3rd. Andy Sinkink moves from 2nd to pitcher. And Cam Korsness moves to 2nd base. 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned.
LaRue went to 3rd. Brett LaRue goes to 3rd. And Cameron Korsness is now playing.
No walks and
2nd.
2 strikeouts for Colin Nimrod on the night. Andy Sinkink coming off a 5-inning no-hitter against North Fayette Valley the other night. He's been effective this year, 3-2 with a 1.52 ERA. Opponents only hitting 128 against him. 23 innings, 12 hits, 5 earned runs, 10 walks, and 15 strikeouts. Andy, a kid, is just going to have to hit his spots. He's not going to overpower you, but if he can locate, like he has been able to do more often than not this year, he's been effective. He's won his last 2 starts, a 10-1 victory over Osage and the 11-0 victory last Wednesday against North Fayette Valley. Changes being reported by the home plate umpire Dave Mee to the New Hampton side of things. He gets his glasses back on. He puts the lineup card back in his pocket. The mask is now on, and away we go. Andy Sinkink will throw to Tucker Tengi to start things here in the 5th inning. Sinkink throws outside to Tengi. 1 ball, no strikes. Tengi a single to center in the 1st, single to right, knocked in a run, scored himself in the 3rd. Up again here in the 5th, and he fouls that one away. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 1-1. Sinkink kicks and deals, and a curveball spinning away from the trajectory of it was Tengi. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. The fastball swung on, fouled away. Right side, not a play. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. First of 3 JV varsity games this week. The 2-2 pitch, hanging curve, but it's taken up by Tengi. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. The RBI that Tengi got back in the 3rd inning, a team leading 26th of the year. The pitch, curveball swung on and missed. So Sinking strikes out Tangy to start things here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
One down. That brings up Alex Troina. Struck out.
Third baseman, Alex Troina.
An RBI single back.
One down, nobody on. Alex Troina will stand in. 5-0 New Hampton. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Andy Sinking with the slow windup. He'll throw inside to Troina. 1 ball, no strikes. Troina struck out looking in the 1st. Single to left to not get a run in the 3rd. The pitch, curveball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. And here it is, a curveball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. All 3 games conference games tonight. 2-1, and the pitch swung on and missed. Good spot in on the hands. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2-2, curveball low. And it's now a 3 ball and 2 strike count. 3-2. Andy ready in the 3-2 delivery. Inside for ball 4. So Sinking's walk is the first one yielded by Decorah pitching to the Chickasaws tonight. A runner at first and nobody out for Trevor Ambrose. Reached on an error. His courtesy runner scored in the 2nd. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. So he's officially 0 for 2.
Josh Fensky, courtesy running at first.
And Josh Fensky will be a pinch runner for Alex Troina at first base. Fensky at first, 1 down. Trevor Ambrose 0 for 2. Dave Mee again reporting the changes over to the Decorah dugout. Lineup card goes back into the pocket. Dave kept the mask on for the change that time, lessening the time necessary to report the change. Runner goes, pitch, curveball for a strike. Qualley ended up dropping as he tried to throw that one. And Fensky up to 2nd uncontested. No balls, 1 strike to count on Trevor Ambrose trying to help his own cause. He shut out the Vikings on 1 hit with his right arm tonight. He's been on base twice, although he's 0 for 2 with the stick. Pitch outside. 1 ball.
First pitch was a strike.
1 ball and 1 strike to count. Big guy trying to throw me off over here. The 1-1 delivery. Curveball swung on. Fly ball left field. After it is Cole Minks. He lunges up and he can't get there. 2 hops and against the fence. Fensky will score easily. A stand-up double for Trevor Ambrose. 7th double. 12th RBI. Chickasaws running away with this thing. They lead at 6-0. So the Chickasaws have scored now in every frame with the exception of the 1st.
Zach Weemark, courtesy running at 2nd.
And Zach Weemark will be the courtesy runner out at 2nd.
Brings up designated hitter Noah Hop.
Noah Hop is 1 for 1. He sacrificed in the 2nd, single to right in the 3rd. 6-0 New Hampton here in the 5th. The pitch, curve high from Andy Sinking. 1 ball, no strikes. 8 hits and 6 runs for the Chickasaws. 0 runs and 1 hit for Decorah. And the pitch, a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Hop. So the Chickasaws have hit the Vikings pretty well this year. Scoring 9-7 and now 6 runs. Fly ball deep center field, retreating is Jake Upton. Right at the 355 sign in straightaway center will make the catch. Weemark tags and moves up to 3rd on the play. And that will be the second out of the inning. Coach Olenzak is out of the dugout, and I think he is going to ask for an appeal, perhaps about Wemark leaving early.
And now we're going to have an appeal by Coach Olenzak.
I think he gave instructions to Andy Sinking to do so, but apparently the umpires will let play go on as the curveball goes low to Connor Cleveland. 1 ball, no strikes. It was pretty close. With the naked eye, you probably couldn't tell.
That brings up Connor Cleveland.
1 ball, no strikes on Connor Cleveland. 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. In fact, Cleveland and the leadoff hitter Cole McDonald are the only Chickasaw batters not to reach base safely yet tonight. 1-1 delivery, rolled towards the middle. Backhand attempt by Korsnes unsuccessful. That'll allow Cleveland to reach and Wemark to score to make it 7-0 Chickasaws. Korsnes was able to knock it down, but that's all he was able to do with it. 7-0 New Hampton. And Nathan Anderson will be the batter. Struck out looking in the second and singled to right and scored in the 4th inning. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander Sinking. A curveball is taken for a strike. It's 0-1 on Nathan Anderson. 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 here in the fifth for the Chickasaws. As Anderson hits one that hit the mound, Karams right into the glove of Nimrod, and he'll run over to the second base bag and tag it to force out Cleveland. And that's that for the 5th inning. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left, 5 done. New Hampton 7, Decorah 0. A 7-0 lead for New Hampton. Top of the 6th inning, Caleb Qualley will face Trevor Ambrose. Qualley 1 for 1, sacrificed in the second, singled to left in the fourth. The only hit that Ambrose has given up. First pitch out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. 7 runs, 9 hits for New Hampton, no runs, 1 hit for Decorah. Ambrose throws outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Ambrose had only given up 14 hits in 26 innings coming in, so this kid's a pretty tough customer. 2-0 delivery in there for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. He did not face Decorah in the doubleheader on the 2nd of June. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch outside is 3 balls. Oh boy, they called that one a strike. It's 2-2.
Trevor Ambrose on the mound trying to stay perfect. 4-0 coming in.
2-2 the count. Ambrose ready in the 2-2 delivery, slips out of his hands, and Qualley had to duck out of the way of the fastball, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2, nobody on, nobody out here in the 6th. Vikings offense hasn't been much tonight as ground ball rolled towards third. To his left is Troyno. Will pick it up and throw on to first base to retire Qualley. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Only 1 hit on the night for Decorah. Ambrose has walked 4, has hit 2. The Chickasaws have played flawless defense behind him. And the offense has supported him to 7 runs on 9 hits. Gabe Varney walked in the second, grounded to third in the fourth. Ambrose throws, and the pitch swung on and missed by Varney. It is no balls and 1 strike. Ambrose with the 0-1. Swing, a ground ball foul up the first base side towards Connor Doyle in the first base coaching box. So it's no balls, 2 strikes on Gabe Varney as Ambrose gets set to throw his 78th pitch of the day. Nimrod threw 54 in 4 innings by comparison. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball high and outside to Varney. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 in the pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. So it remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gabe Varney. A 7-0 lead for New Hampton. They've scored in every inning except the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down. The pitch, curveball swung on and missed. That will be the 5th strikeout for Trevor Ambrose. 2 down, nobody on here in the 6th inning. And Joe Kanoki will bat for Cole Minks.
Pinch hitting for
Minks had struck out twice.
Joe Kanoki.
And Kanoki will get an opportunity here. He's 0 for 2. He has scored 4 runs. He has walked twice, struck out once. As Joe swings at that one and fouls it to the third base side. No balls and 1 strike. Kanoki, a left-hand hitter. Must be something about the lighter weights in wrestling. They need to be left-hand hitters because Connor Cleveland, a pretty tough customer himself on the wrestling mat, also a left-hand hitter. Of course, I'm painting with a broad brush there. The 0-1 delivery. 1 hopper right back to Ambrose. They'll run towards first and give a soft overhand toss to Eichenberger to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. 5.5 done. 7-0 New Hampton.
Carter Stokel.
Carter Stokel takes the first one out of for a strike from Sinkink, and he'll take the next one for a strike as well. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Stokel singled and scored in the 3rd, sacrificed a runner-up in the 4th inning. A 7-0 lead for New Hampton here in the 6th, and the off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Stokel down on strikes, and he gets his 2nd strikeout. Sinkink on in his 2nd inning of relief, in relief of Colin Nimrod.
Second baseman Cole McDonald.
Nimrod went 4, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. McDonald, the left-hand hitter, is 0 for 2, has a sacrifice fly, his last at-bat back in the 4th inning. McDonald, a .574 hitter coming in as the first pitch sails outside, 1 ball, no strikes. I'd imagine there hasn't been too many games this year in which Cole McDonald hasn't reached base. The 1-0 delivery drops low for 2 balls and no strikes. McDonald, a young man heading to play for Rick Keller at the University of Iowa next year, had Tommy John surgery last year, so he hasn't pitched in about a year. To this calendar day, the pitch goes outside. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Talked to Cole a little bit before the game. The 3-0 delivery outside for ball 4, so McDonald reaches base for the first time tonight. Second walk given up by Sinkink in an inning and a 3rd. And Ryan Gorman will stand in. He's 1 for 3. Grounded to short in the 1st. Singled and scored in the 3rd. Grounded to short again in the 4th inning.
Singled in the 3rd.
A bluff go by McDonald, and the pitch goes low. 1 ball, no strikes. I asked McDonald about pitching plans. They're just kind of treating it with kid gloves and also taking some advice from the University of Iowa pitching coach as well. The 1-0 delivery, ground ball to the right side and through for a base hit. Trevor Phillips is now in right field for Decorah, I notice. 1st and 2nd with 1 down. So technically the winning run now coming to the plate with Tucker Tangy. Tanner Knowlton will get Gorman's courtesy at first base.
So Tucker Tangy here will come up.
Tangy singled in the 1st inning, singled, scored, knocked in a run in the 3rd, and struck out swinging his first at-bat against Sinkink last frame. 7-0 New Hampton. They now have 10 hits on the night. Sinkink's first offering to Tangy, a curveball, is outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Andy gets the side from Wally behind the plate. The 0-1 delivery is outside for 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Tangy. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson with you from New Hampton tonight. The conference leading Chickasaws leading Decorah 7-0. They've scored in every frame except the 1st, and Trevor Ambrose working on a 1-hit shutout right now. Tangy swings and fouls it right side and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking at the Chickasaws in-game box score, 0 for 2 with the sacrifice fly and a walk was Cole McDonald. Ryan Gorman now 2 for 4 with a run scored. Tengi 2 for 3. Line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball and heading into the corner. McDonald will score. Stopping at second is Knowlton. It's 8-0 New Hampton as Tengi knocks in his second run of the night, his 27th of the season.
8-0 New Hampton.
Third baseman, Alex Troina.
Now bringing up Alex Troina. Alex is 1 for 2. Single with an RBI in the
First and second, one down. Alex Troina swings the first one and misses on the offering from Sinkink. It is no balls and one strike. Troina 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Trevor Ambrose 1 for 3, 2 runs scored by his courtesy runners. A double and an RBI. Pitch goes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hop 1 for 2 with the sacrifice. Cleveland 1 for 3 with an RBI. Anderson 1 for 3 and Stokel 1 for 3. That's the lineup for New Hampton. 1-1 delivery, pitch high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Caleb Qualley has the lone hit for Decorah tonight. Ambrose has walked 4, hit 2, but Vikes couldn't come up with that big hit or really any hit tonight. To this point, 2-1 delivery, curveball low, 3 balls, 1 strike. The runner at second is Knowlton running for Gorman. The runner at first is Tangy, and he represents the winning run right now. 3-1 delivery outside for ball 4. Andy on in his second inning of relief for Nimrod, who the Chickasaws timed out pretty well tonight.
Pitcher, Trevor Ambrose.
Ambrose, the right-hand hitter against Sinking, swings and pops one up on the infield. Infield fly rule is called, and the catch made by Nimrod for the second out of the inning. So Cowan catches the pop-up from Ambrose, who is now 1 for 4, and Noah Hop will be the batter.
Designated hitter, Noah Hop.
Hop sacrificed in the second, singled in the third, flew out to center in the fifth. And that ball was right at the fence when Jake Hovden caught it. Pitch inside corner for a strike, 0-1. So barring any weird circumstances, the Chickasaws will remain on top of the Northeast Iowa Conference. Waverly has won their game tonight. The pitch swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. Both New Hampton and Waverly right now are at 8-1. The Chickasaws looking to get their 9th win. The 0-2 delivery, curveball sails outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. The pitch to Hop outside from Andy, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Deuces Wild on the Chickasaw designated hitter. Pitch outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now on Noah Hop.
3-2 the count.
Runners go, 3-2 delivery, swung on, driven towards left field, but that's right at Cole Minks, who will make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run scores on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. To the 7th we go. Vikes with a lot of work to do. They trail at 8-0. Cam Korsnes starts things here in the 7th inning. Batting for the first time tonight. Pitch outside, making it a 1 ball, 1 strike count. He came in the bottom of the 5th inning to play second base when Andy Sinkink went to the mound. Pitch high from Trevor Ambrose, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ambrose working on a 1-hit shutout. He has walked 4, he has hit 2, and he has struck out 5 tonight. The 2-1 pitch, or 2-1 pitch outside for 3 balls and 1 strike now on Cam Korsnes. Ambrose has set down the last 5 he has faced as Korsnes swings and misses on an Ambrose fastball, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Andy Sinkink will follow here in the 7th inning. 3-2 outside, ball 4, 5th walk for Ambrose. 87 pitches now for Ambrose, and Andy Sinkink will be the batter. Sinkink flew out to center in the 2nd. Hit into a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. 8-0 New Hampton. We play the top half of the 7th. Sinkink in from the right-hand side of the plate, and the pitch in there for a strike. It is 0-1. Colin Nimrod will follow. The Vikes' top 3 hitters in the order, a combined 0 for 7 tonight, with a hit by a pitch and a walk. Pitch swung on and missed, 0-2 on Andy Sinkink. Caleb Qualley, a leadoff single in the 4th inning, the only hit of the ball game for Decorah. Ambrose stretch, and the pitch swinging a foul at the plate. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on Andy Sinkink. 8-0 New Hampton. They've scored in every frame except the first. The 0-2 delivery, well high for 1 ball, 2 strikes now, with Colin Nimrod on deck. Again, the Vikes give all the credit in the world to New Hampton for their offensive performance, but you also got to credit Trevor Ambrose for shutting down the top 3 hitters on the Decorah squad. Swinging a foul by Andy Sinkink, first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. When Nimrod, Hovden, and LaRue don't get hits, this team's probably not going to go a long ways. The pitch goes high. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. And the credit goes to Trevor Ambrose for getting the job done there. 2-2 the count, and the pitch swung on and roped down the left field line, and a base hit into the left field corner. Korsness will stop at second base, first and second, with nobody out here in the 7th inning. Only the 2nd hit given up by Ambrose. And now the top of the order, and Colin Nimrod. 8-0 Decorah. They still got a lot of work to do, but a good start here to the top of the 7th. Colin Nimrod is 0 for 3, fouled to first in the 1st, grounded to 2nd in the 3rd, grounded to short in the 5th, up again here in the 7th. They're not paying a lot of attention to the runners, as they shouldn't, are the Chickasaws. First pitch high to Nimrod. 1 ball, no strikes. 95th pitch from Ambrose. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Colin Nimrod.
So the Chickasaws looking for an out here.
Korsness away from 2nd, Sinkink away from 1st. 1-1 delivery, high and tight, and it hit him. So Nimrod hit by the pitch. 5 walks and 3 hit batters for Ambrose, and now Jake Hovden will come to the plate.
Center fielder, Jake Hovden.
Hovden popped to 2nd in the 1st, grounded to 2nd in the 3rd, and hit by a pitch in the 5th. Ambrose will work out of the windup now. And the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Jake, the team leader in RBI with 14. The 1-1 delivery. Line drive caught there by Ambrose, and he'll throw behind the runner at first for a double play. They throw to 3rd, and it's going to be a triple play, and the ball game is over.
They got him at 3rd. I didn't say.
A triple play to end it. Wow, Jake Hovden just smoked that ball. Back to Ambrose, who threw to 1st to double up Nimrod, and then Eichenberger threw across the diamond to triple up Cam Korsness. A triple play ends it today as Decorah loses 8-0. Back with the totals after this.
Please drive safely home.